Hey everyone, we are back at the Hurricane HQ for our official 11:30 a.m. tropical update on both hurricanes heading and tropical storm Beta, currently in the Gulf. And today's comment of the day is from Lucas Arm, and he said I should check out trackthetropics.com, and I just want to say thank you for telling me to check that out because it is a lot better than what I've been using. So thank you for that suggestion, and let's get started. So our current threat right now, or the largest threat, is Hurricane Teddy, currently moving north, and current sustained winds at 125 miles per hour. And it's possibly going to have impacts on Bermuda as it passes by as a major hurricane. And here are those average forecast tracks for September, and it looks like this one's taking a similar track to this one, but forecasts to head north, possibly even hitting Canada as a Category 1. So first, we'll just take a look at Hurricane Teddy. This is as of the 11 a.m. advisory. And Hurricane Teddy right now, again, is at 120 miles per hour. So still holding up that strength. Millibar, its pressure is 958 millibars. And currently moving north to northwest at 14 miles per hour. So the current forecast cone for this system actually shows it maintaining its strength as a Category 1 hurricane until it hits parts of Canada, where it will weaken to a post-tropical cyclone. Now, a Category 1 hurricane hitting Canada is a bit rare, and usually a tropical storm or tropical depression is all that's left when it finally gets to Canada. Of course, there's a few exceptions. For example, Hurricane Dorian, which hit as Category 1. So there are some exceptions, but this is quite rare for a hurricane to hit Canada. And it looks like it will be near major hurricane status as it passes by Bermuda. Tropical storm warnings are already issued for Bermuda, with hurricane watches possibly on the way if the track does change. Here is our current arrival times of winds. And it looks like Bermuda could be getting those tropical storm force winds by tomorrow at 8 p.m. And Canada, you can be getting it from Tuesday 8 a.m. So that could cause some damage, tropical storm force winds. Here are those 5-day wind speed probabilities, and they get a lot lower, but they definitely are there. It looks like a moderate chance of those tropical storm force winds at parts of Canada. I think a hurricane is quite possible to hit at Category 1. Here's our wind history, and it shows it has got a lot stronger with those hurricane force winds. You can see it really does extend quite far. And yeah, it looks like it will begin to weaken though. It's currently a Category 3, but it was a Category 4, and I actually expected it to become a Category 5, possibly, but it didn't. So this makes 2 Category 4s so far. And if we head over back to this main page here, I would like to take a look at Tropical Storm Beta. Is most likely our highest threat for land right now. Let's just jump right into it. So here's the current forecast cone. It does show it reaching Category 1 hurricane force winds. And it looks like hurricane watches are up for parts of Texas, along with some, I believe these are tropical storm watches, along with warnings issued for parts of Louisiana and Texas. Hopefully everyone will stay safe when this hits. I'm not 100% sure what will happen once it hits the Louisiana. It most likely won't be as strong, but possibly some impacts like tropical storm force winds. if we jump over and take a look at the peak surge amounts, we could see up to 4 to 5 feet is possible. I think the highest you could see is 5 feet for now. Looks like 2 to 4 feet is expected from the system, so hopefully everyone does stay safe from those storm surges, because they probably are already starting as the system nears Texas. Now here is that storm surge inundation. And it looks like we can see some of that yellow and possibly a little orange. Although I think that yellow is definitely more likely. You could see a lot of that up to 3 feet. The blue is up to 1 foot. And the yellow is up to 3 feet, which I believe is 100% possible in a lot of areas. So a lot of areas, including over here. It looks like New Orleans could be getting some flooding too from this. It looks like 6 feet is also possible in a lot of those areas. So it looks like storm surge from all the way down to the very south parts of Texas. You can see up to 3 feet in some areas. Looks like Boca Chica area over there. Hopefully the spaceport area does stay safe. New Orleans, you get all the way over to New Orleans area. And hopefully there's not any more storm surge in these areas impacted from hurricane that just passed through. So hopefully everyone won't get more storm surge, because Sally did put a lot of storm surge on the ground. And hopefully they don't have to deal with another storm surge threat. So now looking right now, here's our arrival times of winds, and it's really a mess. It looks like we'll see those winds starting to impact the coast by, I would say, tomorrow at 8 p.m. And by Monday, 8 a.m., I would say, is definitely possible for a lot of the coastal areas. It's really a big mess, this model. It's not really that organized. And you can see, here's our wind speed probabilities, and you can see they are quite high for tropical storm force. They extend all the way to the coastline, and then it most likely will weaken to a tropical storm. But those tropical storm force winds are very high over here, so most likely we'll have those. And hurricane force, decent. They're decent. I think they will get higher as the storm continues to develop. But most likely, a hurricane is possible. So this is definitely something to watch. Now if we head over to tropical tidbits, we could see, first I have hurricanes heading, and we've already seen the cone, but here are those global hurricane models, and wow, it looks like a lot of these models show it hitting Canada area. So hopefully it hits as a tropical storm, but most likely a Category 1 hurricane at its strongest over there. You can see here's the GFS, and it shows the looks of it. It's really close to these models, so it has to go this way is what this model is showing. But once it gets past Canada, it could head almost anywhere. It could head this way towards Europe, or it could make a left turn into, I don't even know where this is, but I would say North Atlantic Ocean. And it looks like it could hit up to 960 millibars, so that's decent strength. Here's the GEFS model, and you can see it shows it getting stronger. A lot of these models show it possibly regaining a lot of strength and becoming a lot stronger storm before it hits. That would not be good for Canada, because they are not prepared. None of their buildings are really built for hurricane force winds or even tropical storm force. Alright, I have a request to look at something. So I guess we could just take a look at what they're suggesting. I think it's in satellite imagery. Forecast model. Oh, here it is. So hurricane. And which model? Oh, the NAM. I don't know. I don't see the NAM. IR4. I don't even see where that is. Oh, meal scan? Alright. Oh, I see it. Okay, yes, thank you. Alright, I found it. Upper dynamics. The only problem with tropical tidbits is it takes a while to... Oh, here. Upper dynamics. Simulated IR. Oh, this is actually interesting. Alright. So let's just let this... Wow, so it does actually look like it's going to get a little bit more organized over here for this system. The other one doesn't look like it appears on here, but this one looks like it does get a lot more organized before it hits Texas. Zoom in over here. Oh, I don't want to do this. Never mind. I didn't mean that. Although anyway, it does look like it's getting quite well organized. Although it looks like a lot of that moisture is like being shot out of the system here on this model. It's almost like it's being torn apart. Like earlier. Wow. Is this now? I could actually, is this like now? If this is like, alright, let's see. Because I could actually see clouds to the south. Interesting. Yeah, looking out my window, I could actually see a line of those clouds that you see right here out my window. Interesting, I've never noticed that. Alright, change the region. Oh, here, regions. Oh, here, North Atlantic. Oh. Well, let me. Hopefully. Wow, that's actually... It's like there's a lot of wind shear right now or something. Might be able to see something here. Of Teddy. Wow, this actually does look like it's getting a lot more organized before it hits. Like right here, it does not look like that, but I guess this kind of stops. Like all of it's not being blown out of it anymore. So it looks like it does have a chance of development. The looks of that. I kind of wish I could use the tropics, but it doesn't look like it's working. Well, I guess we can head over to our other named storm. Alpha? Oh yeah, that's that system over there. I could also jump over there. But I don't know if everyone heard, but we've now gone Greek with the names. This only happened once in history. Okay, I could go back to that. Oh, here. Meter scale. Three? Yes, 3. Region. South US. Alright. Oh, yeah, this is better. Alright, so looking at that pressure. So it does look like it's getting a little stronger, a little bit. I just saw it go in the 980 millibar. It looks like when it gets closer to land, it will weaken. Well, actually, it does show a slight strengthening before. Interesting. So possibly a hurricane, Cat 1. But anyway, let's head back over to Beta right now. Currently, Beta, it's a strange name, but it's looking quite interesting. Here's actually the spaghetti models, the World 1, and a lot of these models do show it heading right along the coast. A few of them go inland, though. That might cause a slightly stronger storm if it does go inland. Well, the GFS shows it hitting. So this could possibly bring some decent storm surge. GFS is kind of a mess, but I guess it shows that it most likely will head this way. And the intensity guidance, a few models show it reaching Category 1. Some of them just show it continuing to weaken, so I guess this is something to watch for continuing development. If anyone's wondering what Alpha was, it was a system. It's remnants right now to the looks of it, or a weak post-tropical cyclone. It did form right off the coast, I believe. It didn't really have any impacts, just some like locally heavier rainfall. Spaghetti models show it really not even getting back to tropical storm at all. And I'm not even gonna bother looking at them. But it's mostly dead right now. If we go back to tropical storm Beta, this is actually our satellite imagery. And you can see it looks quite decent here. It looks like it's starting to get its act together. Starting to. Wow, Louisiana's really getting those. Louisiana looks like it's really getting those heavier rainfall. But anyway, I believe we should just move on from tropical tidbits. Now to track the tropics. And this is actually a good thing from the Weather Channel. This shows that tropical storm warnings are issued for a lot of the coast right now. Hurricane watches are these areas surrounded, these in the orange here. So possibly hurricane force winds in the next few days. Checking over here, this is also from the Weather Channel. As of 10 a.m., it looks like right now is at 60 miles per hour, moving northwest at 3 miles per hour. It looks like it will make that turn after it hits. So, looks like we have okay, I can check that model out. So, forecast models. HWRF for Beta. And simulated IR. Is this simulated IR? Is this simulated IR? No, it doesn't. Well, I guess I could play this one, but it does look like it will weaken before landfall, or strengthen, I mean, to 988 millibars. And this model, this model does show it going quite far inland and weakening just to a standard high pressure system. Whoa! Oh, never mind. I thought it made its way into the Atlantic or something. But I guess now I'll head to track the tropics, and I would like to show Genesis probabilities. So right here, those Genesis probabilities. It looks like for this one, it will just make that right turn. And it looks like it will in the next few days after it makes landfall. I don't even know. I don't even know what the system was, but it looks like over here, Teddy. It looks like in the next 5 days we'll reach Canada. Okay, upper dynamics. I can go back to that in a second. It looks like this area, it's mostly weak. It's like, I would say it's quite weak, but it has a chance of developing. Although usually if it takes a similar path behind a storm, usually the system in front of it usually takes all those resources it needs. So I guess that. If you go back to forecast models, and we go back to upper dynamics. Okay, yeah, I see it. Alright, so I don't know what's going on. It actually looks like it weakened a little bit, but it looks like it's going to re-strengthen a bit. And it does actually look like it's getting slightly more well-organized before landfall, so possibly a hurricane. Like right there. It's almost like it's at its strongest there. Oh, alright. I could check that out. Oh, yep. Okay, yeah, this is what you were looking for. Sorry about that. So right here is the simulated IR4 brightness. Alright, so it looks like it does actually have a decent eye right now. So it does look like it's starting to get a little bit more organized for Teddy. I'll check out for Beta in just a second, but for Teddy, it looks like it is quite well organized. And it looks like it will start to weaken to just a normal low pressure system once it hits Canada. So now we can take a look at that model for Beta. Oh, it's already here. But you can see it starts out here. It doesn't look that well organized, but it does look like it slightly increases in organization. So possibly a hurricane, probably low end. So I guess it's definitely possible. And I guess I'll just head right over to the windy forecast right now. So if we just take a look at Teddy right now, the ECMWF model is showing 86 mile per hour sustained winds up to 90 possibly. Well, the GFS shows really similar, but possibly up to 90 again. So there is some agreement with those two. The NAM doesn't look like it's available for this area. And if we jump right over to this system, it looks decent. It looks like winds of up to 40 miles per hour. So it is a tropical storm, says the ECMWF. While GFS is showing a lot stronger, more 50 miles per hour. And the NAM actually is showing what the National Hurricane Center is saying, near that, 66 miles per hour. So it is starting to get a lot more organized and increasing in strength. And yeah, that's basically everything to cover here. If we jump over the wind gusts, the NAM is showing, it looks like up to 80 mile per hour, maybe up to 90 in gusts. So I guess that really wraps this system up for now. I guess I'm going to mostly end this video here. I want to ask everyone about the intro I actually did in the very beginning of this video. So if anyone, you just check it out. It's in the very beginning, first minute of it. I did an intro. I was just wondering what you guys think of it, and if I should keep doing that, or if there's anything I should change. But other than that, I could actually replay it at the end. So I guess thank you everybody for watching, and I guess I'll end this video here, but I'll replay the intro so you guys can give feedback. Alright everyone, I hope everyone liked that short intro thing. So I guess you just leave that in the that feedback in the comments section below, and I will see everyone in the next one. I guess everyone live long and prosper. Also stay safe, live long and prosper.